What's up, guys? Now, despite the obvious and very severe sunburn that I have at the moment, I've actually not spent that much time outside this month. At the beginning of the month there was still a whole bunch of fires and stuff going around, so it was sort of a staying at home as much as we can sort of deal. Then in the middle of the month, it was like torrential downpour for like a week, so we didn't go out much then either, and so my time has mainly been spent completely lost the train of thought there for a second. My time's been mainly spent playing video games or watching movies, and so in today's video I'm going to sort of cover the games that I have been playing. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I've gotten 100% on like the trophies, on like the PlayStation Network or whatever, but I have 100% the story modes. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is Infamous Second Son. I love this game. When the new year started, I was like, I'm going to replay some of my old favourite games. I do know for a fact that I've 100%ed it on like all of its trophies and everything, but when I replayed it through, obviously, I was also collecting all of the other collectibles stuff, getting 100% in each district of Seattle as I was moving through the storyline, so that by the time it came to finally fighting Augustine, I'd completed everything, and there was nothing else to collect. There is one drone, I think it is, that's like on her concrete tower that you have to get as you're going up to fight her, and that was literally the last thing that I had to collect to 100% all of the regions, which meant that the last thing I actually did was fight Augustine. The other thing too is that going through the story, there are certain points where you can do the DLC paper trail, and so I was doing the missions as they would come up, and the last, I think the last half, I think there's only 6 parts to that, and the last half of that takes place after you beat Augustine, and I completed all of that as well, because you no longer need to log on to the internet to do that, which is great. They used to have a website for it, but they don't anymore. So I was able to just sort of continue through and find everything. And yeah, so that was the first one that I played, and I sort of was able to smash it out in a week because I love it so much. I love the Infamous series so much, just like as a whole. If I can find 1 and 2 with the DLC for Festival of Blood for PS4, I would love to get it as well, but as of yet I have not found it, so we will keep looking and praying, but let's move on to number 2. Alright, so the second game that we're looking at today is Batman Arkham Knight, obviously the last in that quadrilogy, if we're including Origins as being canon. I know it came out third, but it's set before the first, so like a flashback episode while they were working on Arkham Knight. I remember playing Origins, but I decided to play Arkham Knight. It's currently the only Arkham game I have on the PS4, so I was playing that, and I will admit to using the IGN walkthrough to find all Riddler's things, because trying to find informants to get the locations of trophies is ridiculous. There's just so many that it's crazy. The one problem I did have with it is that you can only really sort of set a location in the city, obviously because they use the bat signal to sort of show you what direction it's in. You can't really do that inside the film studios or in the airships or in Arkham Knight's HQ, or even there's other places like the tunnels and stuff. Like you can't use the signal there, but there are still trophies and stuff to find there, so you have to keep referring back to the map. And honestly, if they were going to do an update for that, that's like the one thing that I would like them to fix. But other than that, I was able to sort of complete every other side mission as it came up. And thankfully things like the Hush mission, where you've got to save Lucius Fox from Wayne Tower, thankfully that's like a one and done sort of thing, and you don't have to sort of wait for it to come in waves. But as new landmines and new watchtowers and checkpoints and stuff would pop up, I'd go and I'd take those down before continuing the main storyline. And so yeah, by the time it got to like 3 or 4 missions from fighting Scarecrow for the last time, I had everything else at 100%. All of the Penguin missions, all of the Two-Face bank robberies, all of that stuff. The only thing that was still sort of left at the end was the Riddler stuff. But I did complete that 100% before finally fighting Scarecrow. So I only got to see the 100% completion Nightfall ending, because I do know that game has alternate endings. Currently I am playing through, this one's a steelbook, but I'm playing through the PS4 SpiderMan at the moment. I sort of decided that this was the next game I was going to play after thoroughly enjoying myself so much playing Arkham Knight. This is, I mean, we can be honest with ourselves. PS4 Spider-Man is basically Marvel's Arkham Knight. And so at the moment, I think the last major story mission that I did was the... Oh no, I'm about to fight, or I have just fought Shocker in the bank. I think it's the last major story mission I did. And that was last night. I literally only put it on last night, and I made a pretty decent way of the way through sort of like the first act. I have unlocked all but the 3, I think it is, towers in Harlem. Harlem's the only one that I don't have any map for at the moment, and the only city sections that I've got to collect bags and do the photos on the landmarks for that I've uncovered, Midtown, Hell's Kitchen and the Upper West Side. But I'm looking forward to getting into that again later tonight, and sort of smashing out those 3 sections and Harlem and sort of continuing from there. I did also just unlock research labs, so I've got to go back through the entire city and do research labs. But if I can unlock the whole map, be able to just work my way sort of from top to bottom, then go to the story mission, I'll be able to sort of keep on top of it from there. So yeah. And so last but not least, the game that I've been playing in between and around every other thing that I've been doing on my TV, such as watching movies, is CTR. Obviously the Rustland Grand Prix came out on the 17th. The Winter Festival one ended, I think it was the 12th? I think it was the 12th. And so, excuse me, yeah, but so that's sort of been one that I've been going back to. moment I'm working on the gold tier of rewards. I have been using the Desert Duster, which is like the hovercraft one that kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Land Speeder from Star Wars. But I've been using that. I've got its legendary decal, and I've got the skins for both Rustland Coco and Rustland Nina. Obviously one of those from the pit stop, one of those from the actual being at Nina's the top end of the silver tier. But both of those, when put in conjunction with each other, and every other sort of highest margin we can get for Nitro Boost to earn more Nitro points, gets me a 75% addition to each thing. So every time I complete a race, I'm getting, I think at the moment I'm getting like 8 points instead of 5, which is really cool. 8 points, 9 points, somewhere around that area. It's still pretty good though, because it means that something like a 500 point thing, I'm earning an extra sort of 75 per 100, which is, do some quick maths, 375? I think that's correct. 875 sounds about right. But yeah, so it's been really fun. I'm trying to unlock, at the moment I'm trying to work through getting enough coins to unlock all of the character cart packs, but they're all like 6,500 Wumpa coins each, and trying to get that amount without having the ability to go and get ×5 coins online for a half hour every day is a real grind. So it may come down to having to choose which ones we want, but we'll see how we go. I've got till the 17th of next month to try and complete all of this, so there's plenty of weekends in there where I can just get in and pretty much race every cup with every character. It's probably going to be how I end up doing it. But yeah, anyway, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. I do have Rustland playthrough coming through. I'm trying to finish the gold tier before I do that, so that I can have the full nuke cart as well as Rustland Mega Mix, and obviously then I'm going to try and have sort of the main screen recording be doing a Rustland Mega Mix in the nuke, in Mega Mix Mania, doing a Golden Wumpa chase. It's kind of where I'm trying to lead that to, but yeah, let me know what games you would like to see me play or review or whatever in the comment section down below. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and until next time guys, keep your head screwed on.